Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Queen's Hive, where we suit up and talk Mets baseball. I'm your host, Carmine. Me and Jake will be talking about the game today. But before we get into the game and the summary and my opinions on it, I want to talk about Francisco Alvarez. Just the unfortunate news I found out today. Francisco Alvarez will be placed in the 10-day IL with a UCL injury in his thumb. Obviously, this is not the news we wanted to hear after hearing in the Little League Classic that he was exited out with a thumb problem after sliding head first. We've talked about in the past Alvy with his thumbs and stuff. He got injured the start of the year this year, and then he got sent down to AAA. It was a whole run of things, and then he got sent down. And from then, he's been really hot. So hopefully, this isn't as bad as the Mets are really promoting it to be, I guess you could say. They said possibly it could lead to maybe him being out for the rest of the year, which obviously we can't have that since he's been so hot, and we need that catcher there. Luis Torrens, we saw what he could do, obviously, defensively. Very inconsistent offensively. I think, he puts the bat where the ball is, which could be good, but obviously it's not resulting in any hits. He's not really doing the best. He's a 214 average right now. But he did get a hit today. But before we get into it, let's go over the whole box score. The Mets, they win 8-1 against the Washington Nationals. The Nationals, obviously, are fifth in the NL East this year. Not a good team, and we have to attack that. When we get into a schedule and we see that we're not going to face the best team and the start of this road trip, next will be Atlanta, obviously. But if you see teams like this coming into the schedule, obviously you want to come prepared and have the good offense. The Nationals have the second to worst ERA in the whole MLB. So obviously you would want to attack on that, especially since the offense has been so good lately. But let's get into it. Brandon Nimmo got a starter with a single. He brought in Lindor, and it was 1-0 Mets from that. Jeff McNeil, he's been hot. He doubles his 15th of the year. He gets 2 runs in, then we bump it up to 3-0. And then, we start to see during this time in the game, this Mets offense has really been consistent. I remember watching, and I see McNeil get the double, and I'm like, this is a good 5-hitter. And I like the way he's really put the bat in the ball as of late. He had his struggles last season, and then when he came back from the injury in 2024, we saw that little offensive spark we saw from him in 2022 when he won the batting title. Now we come into this season and we're like, all right, listen, maybe we haven't lost the Jeff McNeil we once saw. And today really resulted. Jeff McNeil, he went 3 for 4 today. One walk. His average has now bumped up to a 260, and he hit the big home run today later on. But before he hit that, Mark Vientos got us with another run. He got us 5 runs. It was 5-0 after his homer, his 9th of the year. And I think I really was on to something. Since saying Vientos should really start starting, he's been great. He went into that big of a funk in the beginning of the season. We were like, I think we lost to Mark Vientos. I was saying, just a sophomore slump. Hopefully he gets out of it. He had the trade rumors. I was like, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't trade him because his value is still there. He has the opposite field power. Obviously, the fielding is not always there, but we still have that power we could work with in a 6-7 type of guy in the lineup. And he's really paid off since then. He's proved to the Mets why he shouldn't have been traded. And that's good, and we should keep playing him. I think we should bench Mauricio. I think we should put McNeil at second, Beatty at third, and then we start Vientos in the DH spot. And you can always switch on and him and Marte on and off. Marte's had a good season. He didn't start today, though. The Mets, we had 11 hits today. Great stuff. Brett Beatty, after Vientos, he hit his 14th of the year. And I've been saying this for so long. Brett Beatty has underrated power. He hit the ball 428 feet today at 109 exit velocity off the bat. That's pretty good. I know he's not the Pete Alonso of power, but, Jay could agree with me. He has that underrated look where he can really hit the ball well. He hits it hard, and he can hit it far. We saw what he did at Citi Field with the David Wright retirement. The guy hit a bomb in front of him, and that's really something you should be proud of. I think he has a cool little story with the whole Juan Soto, and he was number 22, and then he gave it to Soto. I think he all around, he's had an up and down in spark in his career, but I'm really proud of him. I think he's becoming the player that we saw in the beginning as a prospect, that this young guy could really be something, and I think he's starting to prove us right. Hopefully he continues this. Again, he's not been the best, but based on what I've seen so far, I think we should just keep playing him and see how he really pans out to be next season. Juan Soto, his 51st career home run in D.C., his 31st as a Met. He got us 7 runs from the 7-0 from that. It was opposite field. Again, like we said, him and Vientos, I mean, their opposite field power has been great. And obviously, I mean, the home run gnome's on, of course. I mean, Juan Soto can't hit with runners in scoring position. But we still love him, right? 408 feet for him. And then Jeff McNeil, he hit his 10th of the year. He hasn't hit one since the 4th of July. I mean, he's not a power hitter. We said this. But just great stuff I saw out of the offense. And to go back with Lindor, he got the first hit of the game. And he's been in a 2-month slump. I would confidently say that. He's had 13 hits in his last 5 games coming into today's game. He's had 15 hits in his last 27 at-bats before coming into this game. I mean, he has been the big turnaround on this offense after the big slump. We have scored 55 runs in the last 8 games, which has been insane. But again, like the offense has just been incredible, and like I said, that's what's really going to help change the team. And since then, I mean, we haven't played the worst games. I think 3 games in a row, that's a win streak. Jerry Blevins said it. I'm going to say it too. I agree with him. But let's get out of the offense. Let's talk about the pitching. I mean, can we just get a round of applause? David Peterson. I mean, when our pitchers have been down, not pitching their innings, David Peterson comes out of nowhere and is like, you know what, I'll give you 6-7 innings, give you 8 innings. I mean, incredible start. I think this may have been the best start of the year for David Peterson. 8 innings, 1 earned run, that was in the last inning he pitched, 10 strikeouts, and 1 walk with only 4 hits given up. He has now a 3.18 ERA. Those 8 innings, you would think maybe Mendoza decides to give him the 9th inning, and we're like, you know what, let's just give the bullpen the night off and just let Peterson get his full game. But they didn't. I mean, he had a lot of pitches to his name at the time. He had around the 90 rate. So they put in Ryan Stanek. They were going to put Gregory Soto, and I saw him warming up, and I was like, Mendy, don't do it. You want to save that arm. But they put in Ryan Stanek, which I thought was the smart move. We're up by, 6 runs. So, pretty good by Stanek, and I don't know if you saw, but, I mean, the one hit by James Wood back to the mound, the guy, Stanek barehanded it and threw him out. I thought that was the coolest thing. Maybe show the defensive side of the pitchers, especially in the bullpen. You don't really see that a lot. They only pitch to 2 to 3 innings max. He had a good game. He has a 4.93 ERA now. But I think today was a really good game by the Mets. You have to take advantage of teams like this. And it's not going to be an easy schedule. I mean, we got the Braves after this. Nolan McLean will make his second start Friday, which hopefully, he stays consistent with his start. The first start, like we said, incredible stuff. Lightning McLean, he's just showing what he could do. He's showing why we brought him up from AAA. But overall, I saw really good things today. We got that bullpen off tonight. And all around, I think hopefully we could sweep the Nationals and then get ready for the series in Atlanta. But let's talk about the scouting report before we end this video. Brandon Sprott, great game today. 6 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and 8 strikeouts. He threw 83 pitches, and 54 of those were strikes. And he topped 99.2 miles per hour on the mound. I mean, he has the velocity. I think we should call him up. I mean, Frankie Montas hasn't done anything. We haven't used him really. Paul Blackburn officially has been released as of today. So why not call him up, use him in that starting rotation? But, I mean, great stuff out of him. I'm proud of what he's been able to do. And again, like I said, the ERA is not like a Jonah Tung, but it's something we could still work with and develop him into the major leagues. But that should be it today. It was a great game by your New York Metropolitans. We smacked 4 home runs today in the 8-1 win. Thank you all for watching. Me and Jake will be signing off tonight. Queens Hive, where we suit up and talk Mets baseball. Good night, and God bless you all. Let me know any comments you have. Leave it down in the comments below. Any questions, any opinions on the Mets game. I would love to interact with some people watching Queens Hive. Thank you so much for watching. Me and Jake will be signing off. Good night, and God bless.